Alrighty folks, this is Lurch from Ireland Gaming and welcome back to another episode of From the Depths. We're back in the campaign, or rather we're in the vehicle designer, because I've got a couple of changes I want to make to the Rottweiler before we get anything else done. Seeing as we have the new CRAM cannons, and the Rottweiler was always designed to be more of a bruiser, he's currently using a Burstmaster the same as the Bulldog, and I think he would benefit from a CRAM cannon. The other benefit of this is it's going to reduce the explodey nature and make him a little bit more survivable, so it should really help him out in that regard. I also want to mention that we have a new toy as well. Ruger has been building aircraft. Where are you? This is the Intruder. Sounds dirty, doesn't it? This is kind of inspired by for anyone that hasn't seen his steampunk air wing, there's a little video, and there's a playlist including all of his air wing with little montages and stuff. But this is based on his Thunderer, which was a big heavy-duty bomber. And this is one that I have repainted. This is the Intruder. It's a smaller variant. And you might notice it is brain-meltingly even. It is an even block ship. Look. There's the center. Makes my head hurt. But it does look pretty badass. I think it looks like a great little ship. It's got quite a considerable amount of bombs. These are like APN smart bombs. Yeah, very, very little, but 4 frag heads. Jeez. Serious payload. It's actually pretty tough as well. He's got the armor, or the ammo barrels out in the wings here, so if they lose one of them, it can still fly on. Anyway. Some little flares, and there's these awesome dinky little, well, let's get control of these class little guns in the front. Hard to see whenever you've got control of them, but these are little AA dinky little AA guns for anti-air purposes. Pretty cool. Very, very nifty little build and relatively cheap, so that should satisfy our need for some aerial ships pretty nicely. Yeah, so that's more or less that. There have actually been quite a few changes to the campaign as well. Well, I say quite a few. There was a few changes to resource nodes and stuff like that. But we'll talk about them whenever we get into the campaign. Now I'm going to do a quick speedy up bit, get rid of this cannon. Actually no, I'm just going to cut this bit out. Okay, I'm just going to build this thing with you guys, because the beauty of these CRAM cannons is they're so remarkably simple, and I've built that many of them over the last couple of days because of the release of the patches and them moving to the stable branch and all that, and working out how they work for tutorials and stuff. I can build these pretty quickly now. So I'm going to put some wood blocks in at the side, and these are just for what's it? The thing that does the things. Oh, hang on, I just remembered I figured out a better design for this last night. Oh, hang on. I just remembered I actually built the cannon for this last night as well. I'm just going to load it up and see if I can remember how I built it. I came up with an interesting design that is slightly better than the one I showed off in the tutorial. Come here, you. Where are you? This was the one I built for the Rottweiler, but I found this design here, which uses 4 6-way connectors in the center, and yeah, I'm going to use this one. I couldn't remember the exact layout. Let's get rid of that for a second, and I'm going to build the turret here on top. Let's just double check how big it is allowed to be. 1, 2, 3... 4 tall on the inside, and then we have the outside here, so should be able to manage this. Now, the way this one was built was 6-way connectors, and you can connect here, 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 and then all the way back down again, and that is our skeleton, and that is where we are going to attach all the things to. I want my firing piece, actually. This is another thing I've started doing recently, is moving the firing piece back 1 from the center of rotation, and that just gives you 1 extra barrel segment that it's a little bit easier to protect. You can kind of embed it into your cannon a little bit. If you really want to, you can pull it back further, but it means your armor comes out pretty far behind the cannon, which is okay, I guess, but it might be damaged by explosives from beneath. Could be worth actually raising it higher, raising your firing piece even higher again if you want to armor the underside of it, but, you know, options. Lots of options. Okay, the next bit is the boring autoloader placement. This is always a pain. Right, we want these on the left and right, and we can see the little pins. Left, no, I actually have this wrong, so I need to rotate that way. The bullet tips are where I want to be attaching the ammo barrels to, or ammo crates, or ammo boxes, whatever they're called. So that's that one done. Ah, no, symmetry was on. For once I remembered it. And it needs to go there, and we'll rotate these this way. And fill that up. And all I'm basically doing here is covering this thing with as many loaders as I can get. This seems to be the way to get the most power for your density, if you know what I mean. The most bang for your space available. It's not the cheapest way to build these cannons, because loaders, I believe, are a little bit more pricey than ammo boxes, and you can sort of stack up ammo boxes and still get similar refire rates. But I found that this orientation, or this configuration, is actually slightly better than the other one. It works out a little bit more expensive, but you can get a lot more into them. Now that's the 4 on the outside done. And now we have these on the inside. This is the reason that this design is so good. We get so many more shared auto loaders. We get, instead of, on the other one, we had like one loader here, and then we had the boxes down here. But in this way we get like 3 shared on the outside and 4 shared on the inside, so it's really good. Now the idea I have for this one is going to be something a little bit different. I'm not just going for a flat out explosive cannon, which is all well and good, but because I think explosives, high explosive pellets, are the most powerful by quite a margin. The thing about them is they're really expensive. Look at the RP cost, 1480. They're 3 times the price, over 3 times the price of all of the other ones. Now EMP, I have discovered, are incredibly powerful against the Onyx Watch, and we'll be using them extensively. But for now, we're still fighting Deepwater Guard, so I want fragment pellets, just for some kicks. I just want to use these because, well, I haven't used them really much before, and I think it'll be fun, and I like fun. Fun is fun. We'll get hardener pellets. Now, I wonder, is that enough? The wonderful thing about these is I can just mix and match and add as I need. So, you know, if we don't need all of the refire rate, we can just switch boxes out for these, and if we don't like the frags, we can switch them out for high explosive. And it's so easy to switch things around without having to completely redesign your whole cannon and all that, so very, very nice indeed. I like it. Let us... Alright, I'm going to do the gaugey things. I think I'm going to aim for 1500 millimeters. Yeah. Well, let's stick the barrel on first. Someone said in the comments that these are basically an offset. If you want to maintain your 45-degree angle on your barrel, like your elevation and your other thingy, the azimuth, you have to have an even number of motor-driven barrels to barrels, like an equal number, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we put 4 barrels on, and it should be 45-45. Great. But we don't want that. I'm going to stick with 4, but I'm going to lengthen this a little bit more. Oh, I had too many. And we want an elevation barrel, which is 75 and 30. 30 degrees is normally enough to get pretty good, distance on your attacks, so I'm going to stick with that. And I'm going to quickly speedy up building the top of this turret. So, enjoy. Okay, that looks to be something roughly about what I want. But, oh, I just forgot something. Not this. I need a fuse box. I should be able to squeeze one of them in here. What are you? You are a 6-way connector. No, there is a gauge block in here somewhere, isn't there? There you are. You'll do. Get rid of you. And we're going to use a fusing box. Which way do you attach? Where's the little pin? There it is at the bottom. We'll get that attaching that way and plug it in there. And this is the awesome little fuse box that we have. I want time from first impact to be set to by 0.3. We have like 153 meters per second, so it'll be about 150 when it gets to the target, meaning that in 1 second it will travel 150 meters. So in 1/100th of a second it will travel 1.5 meters. If we set it to a 0.03 setting, it'll travel 4.5 meters before it will detonate after it strikes the first target, which is normally small enough to go inside a ship. You know, even a small one. And it's also high enough that it'll get far enough into even a larger ship that will still do some reasonable damage. So yeah, that's how I have this guy set up. Now, the question I have here is if it has enough AP, armor piercing value of 60, more than enough. Now, this is with a density level of 100. It's been sitting here for ages, so that's really inaccurate. So let us hop onto the Rottweiler. And do we have control of the guns? We do. Sweet. Now, let's see what it's like after a shorter amount of time. It's got a 10.44 second reload, so we want to know what it's roughly like at about 10.44 seconds. Now, so 5k kinetic, what was that about? 25 AP? Yeah, I can live with that. That's not too bad. Let us shoot at something. Good old Kalmar. I promise we'll be getting into the campaign and actually doing something very soon. But you know, just do this stuff first. You have to refit outside. Okay, you missed horribly because I forgot to set the accuracy settings. The default to 0.5 is a little bit irritating on this. It should really be about 0.1 now, seeing as it was reduced. They were initially really inaccurate, which was, you know, just the design process at the time, but now they're not really designed to be, so starting at a default of 5 is really kind of irritating, to be honest. Let's see what these are doing when they actually hit stuff. Come on. Might even actually want to put a longer duration on that, depending on what the density is getting to. Oh, you missed horribly there. Come on, dude. Prepare home. These barrels look cool. Here's one coming. Incoming. Now, where did you go? And what did you do? What are the point? Oh, it blew a nice little hole out the back here. Okay, so it's doing something. Okay, we just wanted to get on target a little better. And that is not on target a little better. But the damage is okay. I'm going to probably set his range down a little bit so he's attacking from closer up now that he's a little bit less explodey. In fact, he's not explodey at all anymore. These frag shells don't explode whenever they get detonated, so yeah. We can probably pull him to maybe, 500-600 meters rather than, I think he's at about 800 or something like that. Well, here we are. That's convenient. Oh, wow. No, he's way far out. We're going to cut this down to 700. We'll set that to 800. Minimum at 700. Yeah, that'll do. Right. I'm going to do a little bit more painting because I'm not happy with how this looks just yet. And we're going to go into the campaign. But I'm going to cut here and I'll see you in the campaign. Okay, so I haven't got to the campaign yet because I remembered something whenever I was playing with this guy a little bit earlier. With the drag mechanics changed, you no longer line up with your center of mass. You need to line up with your center of drag now, which is, if I am not mistaken, and I can find the blasted line, that grey line along the bottom that's flashing wildly just underneath that big batch of yellow lines. That is now your center of drag, and if you have a look, it's actually a little bit out of whack with our propulsion, which is causing it to dip out of the water and nose up, which is not good. I don't like it. So what I'm going to do is just kind of give myself unbalanced propulsion. It's one way of getting around it, so I can just basically plug that on there, and that should sort of help. I'm going to get fleet move to see. Yeah, I'm going to be using this a lot more as well. This is the fleet move thing. If you have your craft set to fleet move, and this is the map mode, you can give your craft orders. Come on. Don't make a liar out of me. I know you can do it. Maybe it's the wrong one. No, gimme. Why? Okay, you can normally give them orders. Why can I not give you orders? Okay, I should be able to. Is it from here? Oh, I can give it from there. Why can I not give it from the other screen? I should be able to give orders from here. Oh, this is for patrols. Oh, dar. Right, you need a patrol card for this, right. Oh, maybe you just can't set up patrols in the designer. Whatever. But yeah, I just want to get them moving, so let's set up a quick patrol route. Oh, you can't set up patrols, of course. Maybe he doesn't have a patrol card. Could have sworn he did. But either way. We want to set these down here so that it will essentially sort of balance our thrust out and keep those propellers in the water a little bit better. And just moving them down a couple of blocks has really seemed to do that. Saves me having to rebuild the whole thing, which is good in my book. I think I'm also... No, they're fine. That should do. It's not perfect. It's really not perfect. It could really do with a little bit of balancing. It could do with another prop down at the bottom here. If I put one there... See, that should sort it nicely. Oh no, now that's overkill. Oh, let's take them off again. Right, that's good as it is. But that's something you have to be wary of now. If you find your nose, the nose of your ship's bouncing up and down, take a look for that grey line in the build mode. Now you can get this up, you know, the left or backslash key on your keyboard. It's the one on the bottom left of the keyboard beside Z in a QWERTY keyboard. And that turns on your forces. It's really, really useful for balancing your ships. Really important, in fact. Yeah, there's the centre of drag there. You see that grey line? It's not doing very much at the minute. And it's mismatched here. So yeah, right, now we're actually going to go to the campaign. Home sweet home. We're back in the campaign. And I want to highlight a couple of little changes. One thing that has been changed is not all resource nodes are now equal. Some of them are actually completely emptyable, as this one is about to see, as you're about to see here now. The Arrow Inlet one, and they all have names now, which is really cool. You'll see on the right it says 34,000 natural in reserve, all the way down. They are now depletable. Once the crystal runs out, and we're 15, 13, 12, so on and so forth, it's going to run out now. It's going to say, come on, completely expended. That's it, no more. That's completely gone now, and that won't regenerate. In contrast, most of the zones are like this, which have an infinite reserve, which means that, you know, you have some of these ones that are perishable, but if you look at the growth, they have much, much higher growth, which means that you can harvest them a lot faster. But then you've got the infinite ones to just keep you ticking over. And obviously if you collect enough of them, it's gonna, you know, you're gonna have plenty. And this is another one that only has a certain amount in reserve. This one here is infinite reserve, so we'll definitely want to be holding on to that one. But because of the high growth rate on these, we really want to sort of get to them and sap them as quickly as possible. That'll be nice. Can we see anything up here yet? No, we can't. So yeah, that's a nice little change. It makes it a little bit more interesting. It gives the resource node sort of a different value, and it also means you don't have to set up like a permanent base like I have here. That means once we clear this node, once we empty it, that's it, we can move on. We can get rid of all these little outposts, all these little oil derricks, we can scrap them all, and, you know, Bob's your uncle, we can move on. So, what do we want to do? We want to fight these things, but the first thing I want to do is refit my Rottweilers. And Nick has added a wonderful little button to do that. We have a magic hammer! And what this one does is checks for newer versions of the blueprint and updates them automatically. Rottweiler is version 35, but a version 36. Shall we update? Yes, we shall. And we've already got the latest Springer. And it will automatically update and upgrade our ship for us. And that is so handy. So we'll pop you as well. We've already got the Springer, but we'll upgrade you. These are all fine. What are you? I think we've got... Where's the Bulldog? Bulldog I think is fine anyway. Yeah, we've got our 2 Bulldogs up here. What do we want to do now? I think it's time to take out this gantry. Yeah? And then maybe make a headway for the steady buffalo. Yeah, let's just get into a fight. What do we got here? You're fully repaired now. We've got the Springer and Rottweiler. And, oh, hang on, what do we have here? Do we have enough resources to build? No, we don't have enough resources to build anything here. Let's build some intruders. Because I think that would be a good idea. So let's hop down here. I want, say, a squad. We've got loads of resources. Jeez, we have loads of resources here. Sweet! Let us build an intruder, or 5. Hold until this much built, yes. 100% built. In you come, little fella. Oh, it's nice to have some aircraft. Ruger actually submitted this guy to be added as one of the player blueprints for like future little updates. They're going to be adding in. Now we've got this awesome like build menu, and I have to set this up properly now that it's all working correctly. The devs are going to add in like pre-configured spawns that you can just add in little ships, and it means that for anyone that's just getting started with the game, you'll have a couple of ships handy available that you can just spawn in whenever you want and use them. So it's a little segue into the game, and it gets you started without having to learn the entirety of how to build stuff and get your brain melted by all of that stuff. You can just start spawning vehicles and start progressing in the campaign, which is a really nice sort of feature. We're starting to move into the realms of a campaign that's kind of playable for the masses, if you know what I mean. It's still pretty, incomplete. There's a lot of work still going on with this game, but it's still pretty damn incredible. So we have an intruder more or less done. Sweet! Off you go, my friend. How much did he cost? There's a lot of scrap. Do we have enough for another one? Because the scrap is quite expensive, it seems. Scrap. Where is the price? Scrap. 7,965. Right, that's just enough. So I'm going to load another one in, and I'm going to pull you out of play before you sod off and do some damage or fly into something. I think they're pretty clever now. Nick added actually some new code for avoidance, so they're a little bit better at not crashing into each other, which is nice. Oh, that's right. Another thing that was added. So many new toys. No, you're fine there, actually. Where's the cargo hauler? This is the support fleet. Right. We now have, whatchamacallums. Spinner's Outpost. We'll do give to you, and we'll force feed to you. And we will take from you, and you're going to give to the support fleet, and we're going to force feed. This is a new buttons. I think I did highlight this in the last episode, but yeah, we now have patrols, like working patrols. So all I need to do is, I've got this guy set up, and he can go over to here, and then we can tell him to come back here, and we can go to here, and then we can connect this here. That should be connected, yeah? So that is now a completed patrol route, and he's just going to go round, and round, and round, and round, and round all the time. And that means I don't have to worry about him anymore. The blackguard will go and do that all by himself, and it will keep this outpost supplied. Now, it's obviously going to be temporary now, because this is going to run out of resources eventually, which is not great, but, we can move on to somewhere else by that stage. Now, I think that everything's got in, is upgraded. Have you built the second one? The intruder is finished. Right, you out of play, and you are out of the thingy. Get out. Where's the button? Split these forces. Yes, split you, and we want out a little bit. intruder, you go over here. I want the other intruder, you can go over here too. So I can select these guys and then, you know, get them into a group of their own. The two merge. Where did they go? Oh god, it worried me there for a second. Okay. Right, I'm going to get these guys over here and line up some combat. I think I'm going to send these warhounds and all that in here. And I want to start playing with the overhead tactical view a little bit more. So I'll be right back for a battle. Okay, we're engaging. And now you've got these guys and these guys. And unfortunately, it wouldn't let me add the squad that was up here, which is a shame. But it's just it's a Springer and a Rottweiler, so we'll get these guys into battle. Reset to 14.5. I'm actually going to pull this down a wee bit. I know. It's the crappy graphics card, I'm sorry. We want... Oh, that Rottweiler's not built yet. Crap. It hasn't got any resources, of course. Jeez, right. Okay, right. He has to move down. How do I move? Oh, yeah, just click the button. And click you down. That actually might be problematic. Let's let's see what happens. I could be a victim of my own idiocy here. You shouldn't spawn in yet. Let us hop to the Springer and see what's going on down here. And I do not want to be in control of that. What are you? Oh, it's cool. It's nighttime. Let's turn the UI off so we can see what's going on. Actually, let's go into combat mode. Oh, no, that's too far away. Okay, it's kind of hard to see what's going on here. What are you? Oh, crap, that's a squirrel. Oh, jeez, that Springer's going to get completely dumped on. That's problematic. Where's the intruders? Intruder, come over here. No, I can't control you. It has no fleet card either. No, it's also getting boned over there. No, I want to go over to Oh my god, it's getting crapped on. This is not going well. Oh. Yeah, I could have kind of just threw these guys away. Well, you see it did lose a tip of its wing and it's still flying, so that's something. Oh god, no, we need that teal plane. Don't shoot it off. You asshole. Oh crap. Well, that's not good. Oh, this is totally my own fault. I didn't bring any resources over. Oh, welcome to localized resource, guys. Can kick you in the ass for just not paying enough attention. Yeah, you're shit upon. Bugger. I'm gonna have to run away. Can I run away? How do I run away? I've never had to do this before. This feels really bad. I can make you disappear. You can retreat. And oh, it's letting... I can retreat, withdraw. End the battle via the map battle interface. Can I... Where? How do I end? View battle end options. No forces will be destroyed if you leave the battle now. Brilliant! Right, run away, quick. Yeah, note to self, stop being shit at the game. Where's that fetcher? I need resources, guys. I need resources. You are gonna have to go over here. 'Cause I can't even deal with this set of squirrels. They're gonna dump on me. If I bring the intruders down, they should be able to deal with it. Oh man. I need to pull all anyway for sure. Okay, you really have no resources at all. I want to see where you are. I don't want to deal with you. Can I get these guys down here in time? That is the question. Thatcher hasn't really got much in the line of anything there. Can I get there in time? Can I get here in time? 55, 50. Right, they're fine. Let's just chance this. Let's see what happens. No, stop on deselecting it. And we want you. These are both. You are both. Right, okay. They're fighting That is a Shrike. It actually hasn't got very much health left. Oh, 70%, that's fine. The flying squirrel is going to be the issue. Oh, let's see what happens. Where are we going? Everything is in really, really bad shape. What's going on? His per CRAM cannon not even half built. It never had a chance to get built. Oh, I'm doing damage to that squirrel though. If we can take the squirrel out, I will be very, very happy. As long as the squirrel is dead, that means we should be able to, like, at least get away from the rest of the stuff. It's only a Shrike. That guy's just doing circles over there. Let's see if he can survive. Can I make him just, like, get out of the battle? Yeah, go away. You're not doing yourself any favors here. Come on. Oh, I think I had control of the guns. Where's the squirrel? There's the squirrel. Kill the squirrel, please. I think the guns are jammed. This sometimes happens with this gun. I don't know why, because it should be able to rotate within this area. But, alas. Someone deal with that bloody squirrel already? What are you doing? Right. I do... Oh, that's... I had him set to fleet move. That would explain why he's not moving. It's the only problem with trying to use that fleet move thing to actually do orders and stuff. It's quite difficult to keep tabs on what everything is set to. Because if you set it to fleet move, he will not work on his own, which is... And why can I not even select him now? I can't move him. Yet, I do have him set to fleet move. Now he's just going in circles. Okay, you were confused, my friend. You are confused. Is there anything... Oh, something's hit that squirrel. What hit the squirrel? I don't care as long as it's dead. Must have been one of the Springer missiles. That's cool. Oh, it was the... Go on, my son, those little AA guns. They are brilliant. And wadacking the crap out of that squirrel. They look so cool as well. Right, that's the squirrel down. It did enough damage to take it out and, you know, take it out of the air. And meant that the missiles could blow it out of the sky. Now, where's that Shrike? I thought we had everything killed. What are you? Shrike is still... Where is it? Oh, hello. There you are. Now, these are actually bombers as well. He's probably going to do a bombing run on this Shrike. Interesting concept. Bombing a plane. Well, it's going to happen. Well, you're maybe losing your payload a little bit early there. Oh, there we go. Well, that's something anyway. What is that Rottweiler doing? I want to take attacking salvage off anyway, because that's just a bit spammy. Come on. It's been sitting there nose up in the... What are you doing, guys? Well, to be fair to the Rottweiler, I mean, it hasn't got much of its weapons actually completed. It's ever so slowly being built. I think from the scrap that I'm getting from the battle as I kill stuff. What on earth is that? Oh, is that... That's his bomber base. Ah, now you're dead. Take that. Nice one. Okay, finally, battle finished. That is a slight load off my mind, because I think I got enough to maybe repair some of this stuff. You are set to repair already, aren't you? You are set to repair, and you are now set to repair. Right. I got a little bit big for my boots there. I think it's time to get some resources set up, and I'll be right back. Got all the little repairy bits done. The fetcher went back, got a bit of resources, brought them over, did some little love and care on these guys, and got them all repaired up. But that's more or less all the time we have for today. Spent too much time faffing about and talking about the other stuff. But in the next episode, where combat is going to be happening, hurrah! Well, more of it, because I've noticed that this is a 150 strength square. and that's the Onyx Watch Collectors. I really want to get up there and blow the crap out of that. And I know the Deepwater Guard are still sort of, a threat and all that, but I think we can take 2 on. You think so? Let's just chance it. So I'm going to go straight into the Deepwater Guard, or into the Onyx Watch. And we also have to deal with this little fleet that's on its way to us here, but it's about to get crapped on by 2 bulldogs. It's his own fault, he started it. No, I totally started it. I really, really hope you enjoyed the episode. Any likes, subs or comments are really, really awesome. I love hearing from you guys and I read every single comment. As always, take it handy and have a bloody good day.